Hey y'all, welcome back to Soundwave episode 5. My name is Achilles Jacob, and today we're going to be covering a lot of different stuff, and I think it's going to be really exciting. So the first segment of today is going to be the hits of January 2025. So the first song I'm going to be talking about is Blixum by Lotto featuring Playboi Carti. This song is crazy. Like, I was turning up when I heard this song. Like, when it released, I had no prior knowledge of this song. Like, I had no clue that this was a Lotto song. And Cardi being thrown on this track was definitely a smart choice, because that's gonna up the streams, but it's also gonna make people want to listen to it, because people who are fans of Playboi Carti might not necessarily listen to Lotto like that. And when I saw he was on this track, Blixum, I was like, I gotta listen to it. And surprisingly, I think Lotto was the best part of this song. She brought an energy. I think she fit the beat very well, which was surprising, and it was just like a really dope song that, I think, it's a hit for sure. And I haven't seen a lot of buzz around this song. I mean, I watched the music video, and I've listened to the song nonstop, and I just really like it. I like the vibe it brings. It brings a really cool vibe, and it's really interesting. And I think Cardi delivers on this track, but it's not, it's not his best performance by any means. I think he brings an energy to the song that definitely needed, but I think I think it was a better song with just Lotto. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, so that's the first hit of January. And the second hit is Dumb Dumb and Dumber by Lil Baby featuring Future and Young Thug. That song was fire. Definitely the best song off Wham by Lil Baby for sure. I mean, it's easily the best rapping performance from Lil Baby. And it's the best features as well. I mean, Young Thug and Future have the best chemistry, I think, out of every rapper, in the mainstream right now. And all three of them combined, it's crazy. Like, what they're able to bring, what they're able to cook up in the studio is great. I think it was a great song. It has a banging beat, and it was great. I love that song. So Dumb Dumb and Dumber was definitely a highlight of January for sure. And it was a terrific song. Now the third hit of January is going to be 4x4 by Travis Scott. This song we've heard snippets of this song last year. We've heard a lot of snippets in the clubs, and Travis has been hinting at it, at WrestleMania, and it was about time that this track finally came out. And I think the snippets were better, but the final release was definitely, it was definitely one of Trav's most, hype songs in a while, because he hasn't released since 2023 with Utopia. And this song was just different, and it was great though. The horns and the trap drums and all that stuff was just amazing. And Trav's performance was it was a Travis Scott performance, right? So you're gonna be getting heavy auto-tune, heavy crooning, some mumble rapping, but I think it definitely made for a engaging song that I've gone back to and I've listened to a lot. It was a great song, 4x4. Now the fourth hit of January is going to be One Take Freestyle Remix with Kodak Black. That song has kind of flown under the radar. I haven't heard a lot of talk about this song, but I like the original One Take Freestyle with 1900 Rugrat. And when I listened to the remix with Kodak Black, I'm not a huge Kodak fan, but his verse was enjoyable. I think it was an enjoyable verse. I think that what he's able to do with his energy was definitely surpassed 1900 Rugrat. I think Rugrat does. He has a good performance. He fits the beat very well, but Kodak kind of takes the song, if you know what I mean. And it was it was great. So the One Take Freestyle remix was definitely one of my favorite songs of January, and it was a hit for sure. I think it deserves all the credit that it's being given, and yeah, it was great. And then the fifth hit of January is going to be "Tweaker" by G3 Jello. This is one of the Ball brothers coming in hot with a hit with Tweaker, which it was surprising. It was a surprising song. You know, I was hearing a lot of buzz around it. I didn't know if it was going to be good or not, right? I didn't know if Jello was going to come in with, fire, or if it was going to be kind of a throwaway or kind of just a, came and went kind of song. But it was a great song. It was, very, very 2000s. It was a 2000s kind of song. It was, it's South inspired for sure. So it's going to have, the hook, I might swerve in the corner. Whoa. I mean, come on. How can you not be hyped to that song when you're listening to it? Like it belongs in every stadium. It belongs in every, on every football field, right? This song it's a hype song. So, yeah, I think it deserved all the credit. I didn't love it the first listen though, but it takes me a couple listens to kind of, get used to a song. But no, this was definitely a hit, and I think Jello did a great job. And yeah, it's going to be in the rotation for a while. Hopefully it doesn't grow old, but it happens. So yeah, Tweaker was definitely a hit, and I think it was a great song. So yeah, those are the 5 hits of January, I would say, and yeah, just let me know what you think about those. Now the next segment is going to be the Super Bowl with Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick, he's performing at the Super Bowl, and it's going to be really, really cool. It's going to be awesome, right? This is a highly anticipated performance. There's a lot of buzz, there's a lot of weight on Kendrick Lamar's back, and he has to find a way to make this performance different. Now, he's been, a lot of anticipation, right? He dropped an album, GNX, which I reviewed. He dropped, he's dropped like a lot of these promotional videos leading up to his halftime performance. And I think Kendrick is going to bring something special for the Super Bowl, right? Because, I doubt everyone's watching it to see the matchup. I think it's, I think this performance is, is what's building the hype for the Super Bowl. It's definitely why I'm watching it. And yeah, Kendrick dropped a video on his Instagram, and it showed SZA, dumping like some Gatorade on him. But right when she came in, it was boom, right? Like, he's saying that she's going to be the special guest at the performance, which is really cool. I think SZA being the special guest for a Kendrick Lamar halftime show is just so cool. Like, that's awesome. I think they're going to have great chemistry. They've had Luther, right? Luther on GNX was a great song. That was one of my favorite songs of last year. It was so good. And then they had Gloria off GNX as well, which was a great song. So I think every song that they have together is amazing. Yeah, so I think coming off of the rap beef with Drake, we're kind of in the not really overtime, but we're in the legal battle now between Kendrick and Drake. I think it's gonna be a great performance, and a lot of people are speculating whether or not he's gonna perform Not Like Us, which might be a bad decision for Kendrick, because Drake has been talking about pressing charges or suing the Super Bowl, suing the NFL if Kendrick Lamar performs Not Like Us, which would suck. That would suck if that happened. I think Drake is really showing his true colors with these threats against Kendrick, but I don't think Kendrick cares, right? Like, I don't think he cares about Drake at all at this point. It's about the culture. It's about the hip hop culture, and it's about giving the fans what they want. and it's about, proving people wrong and, proving himself, right? He's already proved himself as one of the greatest MCs rap has ever seen, but I think I think he can really give people a spectacle, right? He's a great live performer, so I have no doubts that this is going to be one of the best Super Bowl halftime performances in a while. So yeah, and also with SZA, great. Just it's everything we want and more for a Super Bowl halftime performance. And moving along into Future's mixtape, even when we thought, oh, Future's done, right? He dropped 2 collab tapes with Metro, and he dropped a mixtape of his own all in the same year. He's not going to drop any more. Nah. Future's coming in with another tape, which, wow. I think Future's on a roll. Future is really proving himself to be one of the best rappers in the mainstream. And just, coming out with another tape not long after your 3rd mixtape of in 1 year, just coming right in, wow, it's crazy. So I've really high anticipation for Future's next mixtape, which I think he knows what he's doing. He knows what his fans want, and he knows what rap needs, right? So yeah, I respect it, and I think Future's gonna come out with a great mixtape. Yeah, so that's it for Soundwave episode 5. I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, I'll be seeing y'all next week, hopefully. Take care.